Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. It is Monday afternoon and the beginning of a new reading vlog. We have been joined by a purse boy. Hopefully in this vlog you might get to see a little bit of Fletcher, who is my new cat, and we'll see how he's feeling. But yes, reading is a thing. At the end of last week's vlog I was talking about how I didn't really know how this week was going to go, and that is still very much the feeling. I guess we're finding out tomorrow whether lockdown is being extended or not. I don't really know what to say. In terms of I don't know whether to think that it will be or that it won't be, and that is going to very much change this vlog, because if we aren't in lockdown, more reading. If we are in lockdown, there'll be more reading. If we aren't, I will be going back to work. So yes. Anyway, couple of things to update you on. I didn't finish either of these books. This is These Violent Delights and this is One Last Stop. So I didn't finish either of them last night. I'm up to page 213 of These Violent Delights, which is almost halfway, just a few pages off. And I am 71 pages through One Last Stop. Yes. We'll be continuing to work on these this afternoon and this evening and however long it takes me to read them this week. But also you might be able to tell that I redid the back piles here. Basically I was like, I wasn't reading most of the things that were stacked there, and if you have been following my vlogs for a while, a lot of the things had been stacked there for like a month and a half. So I took off some of the things that were there, mostly from this pile, and I put a couple of new things on there, and yes, I'm hoping that it will help me get through that stack. So this is the stack of stuff that I've started, and on the left is the stack of stuff that I haven't. So I just added 3 more books to that pile, and yeah, so that's that. I'm hoping to finish some of these off by the end of the month. I think this week goes into August. I think there's like one day that's part of this week that is in August. Anyway, I will slowly be adding my August books onto there, so I want to be taking a few off. And with that, I am also going to try and read The Tempest tonight. This is a reread for me. I think it will take me about an hour to read the actual play, and then maybe about that again to read all the introduction. There's a couple of different, like there's a theatrical world part, and then there's like an introduction and a little bit on Shakespeare himself. So yes, thinking I'm gonna read that like now, and then I'm rereading this so I can read an arc that is based on it next month. So I figure if I read it at like this point of the month, it's late enough that I won't forget, but also I won't not read it. So yeah, that's the reading we're going to be doing. Maybe something from my Kindle here and there this week. again, all depends on lockdown. But I will catch you all tomorrow and I will let you know what is happening. And yes, now I'm gonna go read The Tempest and snuggle with this one and with the other one later. So, living the dream. Hey everyone, it is now Wednesday. We're out of lockdown. I was back at work today. I did a lot of reading yesterday though, knowing that we would be going back into lockdown today. Coming out of lockdown today, and that I wasn't going to have as much time to read. I didn't finish any. Well, I finished one thing. But I just worked on others, and yes, we're going to talk about those, and then I have tomorrow off, and we're going to talk about what I'm planning to read, and what I'm planning to read for the rest of the week, and stuff like that. I also got my nails redone finally, which was so good. There's nothing better than like having like old nails that have like, I don't use fake nails, they're like the gel polish, but like it was like half my nail because they'd grown so much. So yes, now I'm ripping a red and silver look instead. And yeah, reading. I was kind of a little bit inspired to do the red because of These Violent Delights and the red on the cover. And I guess the silver, and it's silver glitter. Anyway, I just had red on the brain. So obviously I've read more of this. I'm now 327 pages through. So I'm very near the end. And I'm hoping I can finish this tonight or tomorrow morning. So yes, we have that. Percy is just like weirdly crouching along the floor. You hopefully got to see some Fletcher clips just before this bit. Anyway, my mind is one day out of lockdown and my mind is like just so disorganized. Are you coming up? I was moving it so you could sit there, but do you want to sit on my lap? Yeah? Okay, we can do that. So yes, as you can see here, I read a little bit more of One Last Stop. I didn't finish it. I read 111 pages, or I'm up to page 111. Yes. So after I finish These Violent Delights, I'm going to be spending more time with this one. But yeah, I just really want to finish something, and These Violent Delights is looking like the one at the moment. Kind of on the same theme, which is Shakespeare. I did read The Tempest. I don't know how I feel about this one. Look, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. I feel like most of this just went over my head. I don't know why with this one, but I just kept getting people's names and like roles confused. Like I was like, wait, is this Prospero's brother, or is it this one, and who's the King of Naples and what? So yeah, I'm gonna read that retelling probably in a couple of days time, and I'm kind of hoping maybe that will give me a little bit more appreciation for this, in the way that These Violent Delights is making me think, you know what, I could reread Romeo and Juliet for the third time. I'm probably not going to right now, but I could do it. So yeah, thoughts on that? Okay. I also read a little bit more of Flowers from the Storm by Laura Kinsale, which I started a couple of weeks ago. I don't really know anymore. I'd read like the first, like, I don't know, like 20 pages, and now I'm on page 155. I can usually zoom through historical romances. The thing with this one, though, is that the love interest has suffered a stroke at the very start of the book, and it's very, I don't know, it's sad because this is a historical romance, so it's not called a stroke, and no one really knows what's happening. They just think he's insane, and yeah, that's just, yeah, it's a lot. So it's gonna be a slow read for me, I think, but I am enjoying it. Like, it's not bad. It's just a lot. I don't think I'm gonna finish that one this week, but maybe sometime in August. Okay. And then I've also, this morning on the train, read my Kindle. I read Pawn's Gambit, which it has a very nice cover, so I'm also going to put that up, by Rob J. Hayes, which is, it's complicated. It's the second book in this series, but it's like companion books in the same world and not like a continuing story on the same characters. So I'm 47% of the way through this one. After I finish these Violent Delights, I'm gonna definitely dedicate some time to this. We've only got a few days left of the Indie Accords, and I'd really like to finish another 2. So this one and something else. So I can just kind of round off, and things like that. So yes, that is one that I will be working on. I still have quite a few books that I got off Kindle Unlimited for the readathon that I'm just not going to get to in time. So I'll definitely be reading those through August as well, because I like to just take my Kindle on the train to work. So that's everything that I've read today, and we'll be reading tomorrow and for the rest of the week. The only other thing I want to flag at the moment is that I'm also going to be starting The Eye of the World. I've talked about that I'm participating in the read-along for this, and I just want to start it. I've marked off for each week, but I would just like to start it so that just because I know that I'm like doing uni and work through August as well, so I want to make sure I'm able to finish it in the month. This has been a long part, so I'm going to leave you all here, and I will chat to you tomorrow afternoon. I'll see you all then. Hey guys, it's actually Friday morning now rather than Thursday afternoon. Yesterday I literally read like 20 pages. I just really wasn't in a reading mood. I was going through a little bit of a like, you know those periods where you're really like intensively productive, but not in like a healthy way? That was kind of me yesterday. I don't know, I was just in a weird mental space, and I fueled that into getting some stuff done. I got some writing done. Sorry, that is one of them. I don't know which one, if you could hear that cry in the background. I got some like cleaning done and like some organizing and stuff like that. And I just wasn't in a reading mood. I really tried to be, but I just couldn't I just couldn't focus on that. So yeah, cool. That's the thing that happened. So this morning I have the mornings off, and then I work sort of like afternoons. So got a little bit of reading done this morning. I managed to finish off finally These Violent Delights. Really loved this. It was great. Such a great read. Really enjoyed it. And yes, happy that I've managed to finish something. Oh no. I don't know if I'm gonna finish anything tonight or tomorrow. I'm really gonna try, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. It'll be something from back there, maybe something on my Kindle. Anyway, I also just started The Eye of the World, so I'm like 14 pages in. So I want to be I want to maybe try and read to the end of chapter 2 before I have to head to work. But I just wanted to like really quickly film this, and I'm gonna go back to that, and then head off to work. Today is my like big day in terms of hours, so I'll kind of see how I feel tonight as to whether I actually get any reading done or not. Who knows? But I will catch you all tomorrow, and I'm gonna go and find out which one of them is crying. Sounds like it could be Percy. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, Saturday afternoon. Today I have been pretty much doing the same thing as I was Thursday, and spending a lot of time just like cleaning things and organizing things. I'm trying to change my spare room into like a writing art studio slash study space, and ever since I moved in, it's kind of been my trash room in terms of like I just throw everything in there that like I don't have a place for at the moment. So I'm getting better at that. It's like halfway done in terms of just cleaning it. And then like I need to like get a new desk because the one I have is extremely wobbly, and like it's just not really safe especially now that I have 2 cats who like to sit on it. I want something a little bit more sturdy, and so I've been working on that today, and like doing laundry and stuff like that. There's a piece of my hair doing something weird here, and I don't know what piece it is. Okay, anyway, I have done a little bit of reading. So yesterday on the train, I did read more of Pawn's Gambit. So I'm now 72% of the way through this one. I was really hoping to finish this and another indie book by the end of today, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I found the first book in this series that I was like obsessed with it, and like I couldn't like stop reading it. And then this one I feel like is a little bit more of one that is a little more slow paced, and it follows a more complex storyline. So I think it's just one that I kind of need to dedicate more time to, and I'm totally okay with that. And then the other indie one, I was hoping to read. I didn't even get to start, so that's fine. I will catch up with them. Like, I will finish them off in August, and that's totally okay. So, and also I read a little bit more of The Eye of the World. I'm now 53 pages into this, which is chapter 4, and I'm hoping to maybe make it to the start of chapter 5. No, the start of chapter 6 is where I'm aiming for, which is page 86, which would make it about halfway to my goal for the end of next week. There's a possibility that my work schedule is going to change a little bit, and that I might be getting some extra hours. I haven't really decided if I'm going to take them, not all yet. But I have a uni and other stuff going on, so like the further I can get into this, the better. I literally just like accidentally put my hand through my microphone cord and tipped my microphone and my camera towards me. It's been one of those days. I also managed to give myself a paper cut from opening my new vacuum. So I don't know how it happened, but it hurts. So I just put a little band-aid over it because yeah, it was stinging. But yes, because it is almost the 1st of August, I have an absolute ton of books that I would like to start. One of these was on my August TBR, which you guys are going to see on Friday. But yeah, I have a lot of others here that I'd like to start. 2 of these are part of other projects, so I will share them because I won't be talking about them in this vlog. But I will be sharing it in a different vlog, and they're 2 books from 2 different I Let My Friends Book My book hauls series. So I have Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall, which Inga picked for me, and I will link both of the videos down below that I'm going to talk about. I was just in the mood for something kind of fun and light. Is that this? I kind of think so. I'm not really sure. But I'd like to start that one. And I also have Shadow Spinner, which my best friend Katie picked for me. So this is a nice and short one, which is why I kind of would like to read it, because then yeah, I could mark it off and I would have another 2 done. I also noticed that this is by Suzanne Fletcher. So did Katie pick the name of my cat without knowing it? Possibly. So yeah, I'd like to read those 2, and you will see me talk about them in those vlogs, which I am working on. I promise I am working on them for everyone who has picked a haul for me so far. I will get to it, I promise. And then yeah, 3. God, I swear I like don't yawn this much until I like turn on the camera, and then suddenly my brain is like, must yawn all the time. So I just have this random one from the library. This was Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh. This may possibly become part of a different vlog as well. There's like a bit of blue fluff attached to it. I picked this up from the library yesterday. And yes, I would like to start it and see how I feel, because I think this is a big series. I'm trying to think how many there are in it. I have no idea. Would like to start. And then I have another romance. This is Lady of Desire by Galen Foley. It feels like it's been ages since I read a historical romance, because I've been working on Flowers from the Storm for so long. And this is the 4th book in this, 3rd or 4th? I think 4th. Yeah, 4th. So I would like to get through this. There's 7 books in the series, I think. So I'd really like to read this one so that I can finish the rest of the series. And finally, yawning. This is Let Me Hear a Rhyme by Tiffany D. Jackson. Yeah. This is part of that TBR for this month. And I have quite a few books on that list. So I feel like this is one that I could get through reasonably quickly. Like, this isn't hopefully going to be one that takes me like 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, those are the ones I have. I have more back there, obviously, and more on my Kindle and more everywhere. But those are ones that I'm considering giving a chance. I think I'm gonna go do that. Read a couple, start a few, see how I feel, and I will be back tomorrow, possibly briefly, just to talk about obviously what I read tonight, and what I'm going to be reading in the sprints for this week. This week they are on Mel's channel, so they're on Sunday night, so I will let you know what I will be reading during those. And yeah, I'll catch you all then. Hi everyone, it is now Sunday. I apologize if the camera moves around a bit and possibly falls and any noises in the background. Percy is sitting literally right next to you, as you can see. Okay, here he is. So yeah, just jumping on super quick to let you know what I read last night, and oh, hello. Okay. And what I am planning to read tonight in the stream. Hello. So first up, I did read a little more of Eye of the World. I made it to the start of chapter 6, which is page 86, and is halfway to my goal for the end of the week, end of this coming week. So I am, it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock maybe. I am going to try and read maybe another chapter of 2 of this before the live show. I do have some other stuff I need to get done. I need to get some filming done. I need to eat dinner at some point. I need to, what else have I written down on my list? Nope. I had something else I had to do that was important. Oh, I have to watch a film for class. That's important. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get the time to read 2 chapters. We'll see. And then I also started Angel's Blood, and I read 113 pages of it. So yes, I've decided I'm going to do a vlog just about this. You'll see that at some point. Let's just move it slightly so his face is in there, and I've got something stuck in my throat now. Anyway, you'll hear me talk about it in that. Very excited for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then I didn't start any of the others. which is probably for the best, really, because I definitely picked way too many out, and then, yes. But, you know, that's a goal for this week, this coming week. I can work on things. As for tonight, oh, okay, bye. One last stop is my book for the stream tonight. I'm hoping that I can get a decent way through it, and yeah, and then hopefully I can actually finally do the discussion with Angel for this. So if I get time and I don't feel like reading either of these, I may read a little bit of this afternoon as well, before the live show, but honestly probably not. But yeah, we'll see. So that's it for this vlog. I hope you're all doing super well and that you had a lovely week, and that you enjoyed the little tiny let's move that back, the little tiny sneak peek that you got of Fletcher. He is becoming braver, and yeah, so hopefully he will come out of his shell a little more and you'll get to see him more. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time, which is Friday, which is my August TBR. For some reason I really wanted to say March TBR there. Okay, I'm gonna go get some reading done, and I will see you guys then. Bye.